Hi folks, HR Funk here with a midweek update, and I want to begin this MWU by saying thank you to all my viewers. I have the greatest group of viewers in all of YouTube, and I have two quick stories to help illustrate that point. The first story involves the item in this box, and it actually begins last summer when I was up at the national matches at Camp Perry. Now, some of you may recall that while I was there, I purchased a new Springfield Armory M1A loaded rifle, and when I bought it, it had an older Hilux Leatherwood M600 Art scope attached to it. When I took that rifle out to the range, I had some problems with that older scope, and I contacted Hilux Leatherwood and made them aware of the problems that I was having, and to my surprise, they took that scope back and attempted to repair it under warranty, even though I wasn't the original owner. Well, they were not able to repair that older scope, so again, to my surprise, they made me a generous allowance for that scope on the purchase of a new Art scope. I had the option to buy either an M1000 or the brand new M1000 Pro. And for reasons that I explained in that video last summer, I opted for the older M1000 scope. But I was still very grateful to Hilux Leatherwood for extending me the courtesy and attempting to repair that original scope, and also making me an allowance, even though I wasn't the original purchaser of that older scope, on the purchase of a new M1000 scope. I then ended up taking that rifle and scope with me when I went to Bang Steel for the long-range shooting course that I underwent there. Well, subsequent to all of that, I sent links to the videos that I made, both my original review video and the Bang Steel video, to the customer service person that I dealt with from Hilux Leatherwood. And I really just wanted to show how the scope was performing and extend my gratitude for the way that I was treated by their company. And I really didn't think much more about it beyond that. So now, flash forward to this past week, and I was contacted first on my YouTube channel and then via text message and email by none other than Corbett Leatherwood, the son of Jim Leatherwood, who designed the original Art scope back during Vietnam. Corbett asked if he could use the videos that I had made featuring the Art scope in their digital newsletter or online newsletter. And I agreed to that. In fact, I had no reason not to, and I was kind of flattered that he was even asking to use my videos in their newsletter. And Corbett and I started a dialogue back and forth talking about that M1000 scope and its features and functions and the things that I had been able to do with it. And out of the blue, he asked me if I would be willing to review one of the brand new M1000 Pro scopes. I was somewhat taken aback by that, but I did agree, and inside of this box is a brand new Leatherwood M1000 Pro automatic ranging and trajectory scope. Now, I'm not much for unboxing videos, but I am going to take this out, and I have not removed the scope from its package yet. So the first time that I take it out is going to be right here for all of you to see, and I'm going to give you a look at the scope, and then in the coming months, particularly when it warms up a little bit, I'm going to mount this scope to a rifle, and I'm going to do my best to learn all of the features and functions of this scope, and then I'm going to record a video review that I'll post for all of you to see, and I'll give you my honest opinion of this scope. But based on the performance of the older M1000 scope that I've now been using for several months, I have very high expectations for the M1000 Pro. And there it is. This scope has several upgrades over the M1000 that I've been using, and I am very much looking forward to getting to know this scope. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's probably going to result in a series of videos as I start to work with the M1000 Pro and learn all of its intricacies, and eventually I really want to put this thing through its paces and see how it's going to perform. The second story involves the item in this box, and this also comes to me by way of a viewer who heard me mention this particular firearm in a video that I recorded somewhere over the course of the last 6 months. And the reason that I'm not going to take this out and reveal it to you is I'm going to give all of you a chance to see if you can guess what this box contains. As I said, I mentioned it in a video that I recorded somewhere over the course of the last 6 months. And this is a brand new, in the box, unfired example of that particular firearm. Now, as you can tell, it's a Smith & Wesson firearm, or at least you can tell that if you're familiar with Smith & Wesson's packaging. This particular firearm was a limited production that was only produced 1 year, and there were less than 4,000 of these pistols produced. So, with that little bit of a hint, and the fact that it was mentioned in a video that I recorded somewhere during the last 6 months, if you saw all those videos that I've posted, you might want to go back and take a look at them again. If you haven't seen some of them, you might want to go back and look at the ones you missed. But you can see if you can guess what this box contains. Again, the packaging is a little bit of a clue as to the era when it was manufactured. And as I said before, it was only produced for 1 year, and there were less than 4,000 of these pistols produced. So that's all the information you get. Now you get to see if you can guess what's in the box. I will tell you that this pistol is going to get a full review in a video coming up in the future, and it's not going to remain unfired for long. And I know there are some of you out there that I've already talked to about this particular firearm. If you know what the box contains, I'd ask you to keep that to yourself and let everyone else see if they can figure it out. The only other thing I have for this midweek update is to repeat something that I said in another recent video, and that has to do with my live stream that I did a couple of weeks ago. I'm thinking about doing another live stream. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'd like to do it in conjunction with my channel reaching 20,000 subscribers. As of today, I've got 17,500. So if you know people who might be interested in the content that I record, and you can contact them, ask them to take a look at the videos, and if they subscribe, that gets us that much closer to 20,000 subscribers and another live stream. So I'm watching that subscriber count every day, and when it hits 20,000, I'll fire the camera back up and we'll have another live stream, and I'm sure once again it's going to be a lot of fun. So that's the midweek update for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, as always, make sure you forward those to me. Remember, if you order anything from Optics Planet, be sure to use my discount code, which is... And if you use that discount code, it's good for 5% off anything you purchase from Optics Planet. See you next time, folks. And until then, good shooting. Bye-bye.